We don't take our advice or counsel from former President Trump on immigration policy, which was not only inhumane, but ineffective over the last 4 years. We're going to chart our own path forward, and that includes treating children with humanity and respect and ensuring they're safe when they cross our borders.
Kayleigh McEnany is former White House press secretary and a Fox News analyst. Kayleigh, thank you so much. Welcome to Fox News Primetime. It's such a pleasure to have you on today. I got to get your quick reaction. How's she doing so far as the press secretary? And is that true? Was it a terrible situation when they came into office on the border?
She's got a hard job. I wish her all the best. That's absolutely inaccurate. When Biden came into office, you had a secure border, a system that was working, where folks were sent back to their countries of origin and processed in a way that was expeditious, that kept the American people safe. And now what you have, it's funny, she wanted to talk about humanity. What you have is an absolutely inhumane situation where, according to Axios reporting, kids are being shoved at 100% capacity facilities that should be at 50% capacity because of COVID, but they're being shoved in there because there's such a huge influx coming in. Kids being trafficked when they make this journey, and the Biden administration incentivizing this dangerous, dangerous journey for kids and for families.
They broke up the agreement that you guys had with Mexico so these people could get an asylum, go through the legal process, but yet that wasn't asked from the podium today. What's your reaction?
That's right. I'm not surprised. It's really interesting to watch the nature of the questions that the press ask. If it would have been the Trump administration, we would have been hammered on immigration throughout the entirety of the briefing. You had the, of course, great Fox News White House correspondent there asking questions to this end. But by and large, you get questions about the color scheme of Air Force One. How was Biden enjoying the Oval Office on his first day? He's waited a long time for it. I think the American people are wise to the nature of the questions, but they deserve a press corps that presses on issues like immigration, COVID relief, issues of importance to the American people.
I want to get your reaction to this from earlier today. Pelosi says Biden is the magic word. Look at this.
In order to open these doors, we do not say open sesame. We say open Biden. That's our magic word. Open Biden. I love it.
I mean, I want to laugh. Open Biden? What is that?
That is quite peculiar. Very strange maniacal laugh there at her own joke. But what is really comical when it comes to Nancy Pelosi is every time she attempts to relate to the American people, it always backfires, from this open Biden anecdote that she put forward to standing in front of an ice cream freezer during a pandemic with high class designer ice cream, to going to a salon when no one else in California could. And as you'll remember, maybe, Lawrence, we played that clip on loop at the White House press briefing.
Yeah, I'm just curious what her magic word was for Donald Trump.
Right, exactly right. She was trying to recount an anecdote there with her grandchildren, but I think it backfired and it left a lot of us just kind of scratching our head.
I got to ask you on this last one. Kamala Harris talking to foreign leaders. Where's Biden?
It's a great question, especially when you consider the fact that Vice President Pence, yes, occasionally he would make a call to a foreign leader, but President Trump was the one making the calls. She's made, I think, 3 of these calls so far. So maybe she is, after all, Biden's a liberal handler, or maybe she's trying to get well-versed in foreign policy, because I do think that she is the darling of the Democrat Party at this moment, and many see her as the successor to President Biden in a future run for the presidency.
I got to ask you this, and you've since left the Trump administration, of course, with the president leaving office and joining the Fox family. But I want to know how these gaggles work out, because, we saw a lot of the former president when he was president. You can pretty much ask him anything because he liked being out there talking with the people. Why don't you see the same thing happening in this administration? Is it because the president is saying he doesn't want to do it, or is it because staff is shielding him from talking to the people?
It's undoubtedly the second. His handlers know that he can't be trusted with the microphone. He can't engage with the press. That's why he has these short little gaggles. But I will be very interested to watch that press briefing that we were promised today from Joe Biden by the end of the month. I will be all eyes watching it closely.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And hopefully he doesn't need note cards. But we'll be watching.
Yes.
Thank you, Kayleigh.
Thanks, Lauren.